Okay guys, I'm just started this project. I should have took you along with it. What I'm up to is the radiator on this Jeep, my diesel Jeep. The intake for the water pump comes out on the passenger side right there. And the old rad for the CJ that I'm using, the original rad from the 70s, it's a copper top rad. I don't want to stop using it. The port comes out on the driver's side because that's where the 4.26 used it, the old 258. So what I started doing is I took it apart because I had something sweating on it, leaking a little bit. What I found was there was a crack at the top, the top port, so I soldered it up. And since then I've started working on relocating it. So this was the fitting that fits in the bottom. It was just a pressed brass piece, slips right into that hole, and I get soldered in place. So what I'm going to do, I sweated it out, just took a torch, regular propane torch, got it hot, pulled it out, cleaned it up, and I started marking. And I'm going to cut a hole that's a little bit smaller to allow for the lip. I'm going to cut the hole and I'm going to bend the lip up real careful all the way around it. I've already started. I should have took you along, and I will from now on here. And I'm just using a regular Dremel with a cutoff tool. Pardon the mess on the bench. Just a regular old Dremel with a cutoff disc. I'm slowly working my way into it, and that's going to allow me to cut the hole. So follow along. I'll show you when I'm done here how it turned out. Just a grinding disc. Okay, so the reason I used that grinding disc was just to round it out and get rid of sharp edges and sharp nicks and whatnot in the metal, so it won't be as likely to tear. You can see the box that I scratched around it. That's the actual outside diameters, sorry, the outside parameters of the fitting. That gives me an idea when I put it in here just how much room I need to fold it back to. So I'm going to fold it now and see how that goes. Alright, we got a fit. Okay, so now I have a fit. It's a bit of an ugly look right now, but this thing is a pretty snug fit inside here, so I buried it down. What we're going to do now is we're just going to take the pointy end of the welding hammer, chipping hammer, we're going to tap this lip all the way back in so that we can get a nice close fit for solder. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. We're going to pull this out, we're going to clean it all up and start soldering it in. These little tears, because they don't go all the way into the body, the solder is going to fill them right up. And then you're not even going to see them when they're done. That's it. So what we've done is we've created that on this side. And the next step is, like I said, to clean all this up. And then we're going to get a solder going. And the other side will get patched. Okay, for this we're going to use a little wire wheel. I have a Dremel set here that had a bunch of fittings in it. So we're just going to use the little brass wheel and we're going to clean it up. If all you had was a wire brush, a plumbing brush would work. Doesn't matter what you use as long as it can clean any of the junk we just put on there from the pliers. Okay, this is a little bit of paste flux just to help this clean up nice. And yeah, you should probably use a brush. But don't call me Hillbilly Billy for nothing. Alright, it's not the prettiest thing, but that should hold. A couple lumps and bumps here and there, never mind the cord. But yeah, I think we got it. So now we're going to make a cap for the other side. Okay, so what I've got for the other side here, to cap that, is I have some 10 thou brass shim stuff in the machine shop at some point in the past. And it just sits here in this giant roll. I'll cut off a piece and we're going to form a cap, something that fits inside of this. That'll basically plug the hole and we can solder it in, because this will solder real nice. Okay, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but we're going to try it out and see. That should be just fine. This is a 1978 radiator, so I'm not too concerned. They don't make them like this anymore, but this is pretty solid stuff. The bottom one that we moved is working well. The patch is doing well.